Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the 105 leFH18B2, the French DDR5 Premium SPG, and this one's located on the south spawn of Mines, and it's under the command of Mummy of Philo. Now, Mummy is actually platooned, and he's platooned with a KV1 and somebody else, and the KV1 is actually a little way over there. That's me, General Disturbance, and the 25 TP is with Town Terrier. Now, we're both platooning because we were taking part in Nikki's live stream on Twitch, and this was one of the replays, and I thought you'd like to watch this one because Mummy does play rather well. Okay, he's going to try and find his firing position, but the Hummel wants to occupy the same spot. Well, the Hummel's going off into the corner, and Mummy's now aiming at the enemy. Okay, and he's aiming towards the centre of the map. And he's got a few targets to fire at. It's a P43, P38, an A and a 14 TP. He's dialed in, ready to go, but nothing directly in front of his reticule at the moment to shoot at. Waiting for that 14 TP to come around the corner. Well, Mummy's going to have a look at that KV2. Can he get a hit on that? No. It's got a red line there. The 14 TP came back. He's dialing in on it. Round out. Oh, just lands in front of him. Now, Town Terrier and I have actually gone up the east side of the hill. And yep, Mummy gets a shot in at the KV2, but it just lands in front of him, and he pulls back immediately. He was scared by that shot. And the 14T pulls out, and yes, well, there's a kill, but it doesn't go down to Mummy. It's the Skoda T25 who managed to kill the 14TP. Now, I've gone round the outside, and I've taken the lead on the other side of the hill, and Mummy's just got a nice hit, 90 hit points on the P43 Biz and tracked him. Another round in. Oh, another nice hit. 110 hit points. Well, I pushed ahead round the corner of the hill. Oh, he got a blind hit in there on the KV2. He couldn't see the KV2, but he fired, and it was there. Now, on the other side of the map, you can see we've just managed to get rid of one enemy. In fact, Town Terrier got the kill on the P43. But I've just come up against a big problem. I'm being hit by a T67 I cannot see in grid square A4 or A5. And I can't move anywhere because if I pull out, I'm just going to get hit even more. I've tried going side scraping around the wall, but nothing's happening. I'm still getting hit. I'm whittling away my hit points. And I'm very shortly about to die. And we've got an IKV 103 in the south. Mummy fires a little late, but the IKV stays still to take a shot and kill our M3 Lee. And Town Terrier's just gone down to an Electo, but Mummy just kills that IKV. And I'm still alive, but no, I've just gone. I've just been killed by the T67. He wouldn't let go. I couldn't see where he was. I kept line firing him, but and one shell did hit him, but couldn't kill him. I couldn't see where he was. So, the scores are 1 down. Mummy's taken up a position behind those trees, just behind the cap. The KV2 is there. We've got control of the hill. There's a Skoda T25 in there. And the KV2 on our team has pulled back. Oh, we just got a bounce against the wreck. The shell hit the wreck there, the 14 TP. We were aiming for the KV2. The Skoda's taking a look. Oh, now a tree went down, so that suggests that the KV2 is just there. And we're pinging the map. In fact, the Skoda T25 is pinging the map saying, yep, they think somebody is there. Well, Mummy's pulling back just in case, because he doesn't want to be spotted if the KV2 is seen. And there's a Valentine at the other end of the map on top of the plateau. He does a snapshot and it goes long. He's dialing in again. This time it should be a lot more accurate. Round out. It is accurate. It hits the target. He got the Valentine. Goes for another shot. Round out. And that landed where the Valentine was last seen, but it doesn't kill him. But the KV2 is killed and taken out by our KV2. Now there's an Electo hiding behind that rock. Oh, and the FB304 just killed our Skoda T25 in the hill. So it's now, we're one down still. They've got 2 Arty, we've got 3 Arty. Mummy's taking a rather aggressive position. He's going forward. We have only got these 2 tanks on the south side of the map. The Death Toaster and the KV2. And the Death Toaster's up by the centre rock. But Mummy's taking a position behind the bushes down at this end of the map. Now he's got good view range. He's got a 390 meter view range, so if one of the enemies comes around from the island, he's going to spot them first. And to that end, he needs to be the other side of the rock really more than anything to spot anything coming down the west side. We lost the Death Toaster. We're now 2 tanks down on the enemy. There's the wreck of the Death Toaster. Now the big problem is that, yep, we don't know where most of the enemy have gone. There's the Electo. He's approaching our KV2. Mummy's moving to try and get into a position so he can shoot because that rock's in the way. We've still got 2 of our Arty and the Electo's taken up by our KV2. He's derped. Now Mummy's taken up a position so he can support the KV2. But I think he decides that he needs his view range in better use actually in the centre of the map so you can see if anybody's trying to creep up. Because the KV2 is covering one side and Mummy needs to cover the other side of the map. But at this moment of the game I was actually following Mummy and watching what he was doing. Still nobody in the centre. We do know they've got a T67. They've got an FP304, a Type 95, a Valentine and an M37. But the Type 95 has got -1 against him. That would suggest he's done a team kill. And we haven't seen him yet. In fact, the only tanks we have seen is the Valentine. Everyone else has remained unseen. And there's the Valentine. Oh, the T67 is behind us and he fires 1 round in. He gets a hit. And he gets a second hit, but Mummy finishes him off. 360 hit points. That's a 1-shot kill. And that's the same T67 that killed me. So it was a very good thing that he did actually come back to this position to use his view range, because he wouldn't have seen the T67 if he was the other side of the rock. The other thing is that Mummy has already killed 2 enemy players. He took 2 shots from that T67 and he's lost over 2/3 of his hit points, and that means he's technically on for a Stark's medal if he can win this game. The Hummel and the KV2 are moving up the east side of the map. The last 2 left alive on our team, other than Mummy, and Mummy's aiming in the enemy area. Still no sign. Well, I think Mummy's going to use his 390 meter view range and try and move. Oh, no, he's decided to go back to the aim again. Well, we know there's an M37 and an FB304. There's the M37. Oh, he just killed our KV2. We're dialing in. And the Hummel kills the M37. Okay, Mummy's advancing now. He needs to. It's 2 Arty versus a heavy and an Arty. And the Arty on the enemy team is the FB304. And as you know, the FB304 can be used as a TD more than a Arty. Can do both modes, but in the shotgun mode, the FB304 is the fastest Arty in the game. And, oh, I thought for a second we were about to see something come up behind him. Nope, not yet. Well, the Hummel's moving, and I don't think Mummy was too happy about the Hummel moving up before he was ready. He wasn't in a position to take a shot. Oh, and there's the FB304, but he's got a red line. And the Hummel's been killed. Mummy's taking up position. He's pre-aiming, trying to get a shot on the FB304, and he gets him. Takes him out, 245 hit points. That means it's now 1 heavy versus 1 arty. Now the question is, where is that Type 95? We don't know. We've never seen him. All we know is that he's got -1 against his name. Now it could mean he's hiding back at the cap. It could mean that he's an AFK. Or it could be that he's been banned. Okay, Mummy's going to go up to the bushes, see if he can spot. And at this moment, Mummy told me he was feeling extremely tense. Everything was riding on him and how he performed. And there's that dead Arty. He couldn't see anything. And at this moment we were talking about what he should do next. I think I was suggesting he should go in and take a chance, because it could be that the enemy is AFK, and if he is, that means he's got a certain win. Well, he's done everything he could to spot, to wait and see. He doesn't want that Type 95 to suddenly appear out of nowhere, because if he is 100% health and he does appear out of nowhere, we could be in terrible trouble. Because he's only got 31 hit points left. He is definitely a one-shot for that Type 95. He's having a look. There's that Arty, that dead Arty at the bottom of the hill. Keep seeing that. Oh, there's the Type 95! He's taking aim. At the moment, it said, be very careful. He hasn't been spotted. And he gets the kill! And I must admit, I did scream at that moment on the microphone, and I think they heard that in chat. It was an absolute thrilling moment to win the battle like that. So let's have a look at the end of battle stats. It's a second class tanker for Mummy from Philo in the 105 leFH18B2. He got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 13. A fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4. But he did get a Starks medal. He did qualify. He lost over 2/3 of his hit points. He did get 2 kills. He took 2 hits from the enemy. And he survived the battle, and therefore he's earned a Starks medal, and what a way to earn it. And that was a really great battle. We were all very, very pleased for him. Truly was shaking at the end, I believe, Mummy. In fact, actually, under the circumstances, taking the opportunity, he might have been able to just drive into the cap, start capping, fire off all his shells, and then kill the last enemy with the last shot in his magazine, pick up an invader and a Fadens at the same time. But I think that would have been taking it a bit too far. But even so, it's a brilliant result. He didn't get the highest amount of damage. If you see here, actually, you can see the KV2 on our team managed to get 1,986 hit points. He managed to get the high caliber. But Mummy came in second on our team with 1,109 hit points. The FB304 that he killed and the T67 that he killed both got higher hit points than him in number of kills, and the IKV103 that he killed as well. They all scored more damage, but of course Mummy killed them. He was able to keep his cool and aim carefully and take them out. So let's have a look at the number of base XP, and you can see there that the top is still the KV2, and Mummy comes just behind with 690. The next highest scorer was the T67 on the enemy team, the one that killed me. He managed to get 541 base XP. So let's have a look at detail report. Well, Mummy fired 17 shots in that battle. He got 8 direct hits, 8 penetration, 4 splash. The 105 on that Arty is so good at penetrating the enemy. If you get a hit on target, it is basically a 105mm gun, and that's the same sort of gun that you find on the Stug and the Hetzer. And of course, you overwhelm the enemy when you hit them with one of those 105 shells. But you can see the Fifi is so good at hitting the enemy and doing damage when you see stats like that. Did damage of 1,109 hit points, of which 687 were at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits, both from the T-67, and they were both penetrations. He spotted 2 of the enemy, he damaged 7 of the enemy, killed 4 of them, and he did damage assistance of 109 hit points. On a premium account, he earned 33,647 credits, and he got a personal missions payout of 21,871. And after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables, he still walked away with 47,426 credits. And that's from the Tier 5 Arty. He received 1,035 XP. Then he had a personal missions payout of that one of 4,813. Got a bonus for being a premium vehicle of 414. And for playing in the platoon from the start, he gets an extra 21 XP. So his total came to 6,283 experience points altogether. But that really was quite a thrilling game for all of us, because we were watching it live on Nicky's stream. Obviously, Nicky wasn't actually in this battle. I was platooned with Mummy and Town Terrier, and we were both watching and willing him on to win. And he did so in fine style. So if you enjoyed this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel. And hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.